Right, and we should now be live. Hello everybody. Bear with me a moment, I am just sorting a few things out on my end. Just making sure everything is prepped. That should be loud enough. You'll have to let me know if anything is too loud or too quiet, because I won't know until I'm in-game. But good afternoon everybody. And this is the first half of our second stream day, and like I say in the chat today, we're going to start with some relaxed Warthunder grinding for the next few hours. I don't expect lots of people to be here. I'm just going to play a few games and let people see, and then later on this evening, me and Dane are going to be playing some an RPG called For the King together, so you'll have both of us to enjoy playing games with. Let me know how you are in chat. Thank you, Cooper. So, if you haven't already heard of Warthunder, Warthunder is a World War II modern vehicle, aircraft, tank, naval combats, area, battle arena game sort of thing. I'm just going to get into a match because it's probably easier for me to show you rather than try to explain what this game actually is. Hopefully our queue times are not too long today. They were quite fast yesterday. And yes, I have heard about Prehistoric Planet 2. I'm honestly very surprised that they're doing a second Prehistoric Planet. Usually David Attenborough's documentaries are kind of one-offs. Or at least if he goes back and redoes them, like he's done a second Planet Earth and a second an ocean one. Usually, there's some considerable time between the two, but yeah, prehistoric planet was literally just last year, so I'm honestly very surprised that they're doing a second season already. Yes, Cooper, so Prehistoric Planet 2 was confirmed the other day. Yesterday, in fact, on Twitter. Well, apparently so. That is one of the things we've been shown. Apparently, we've seen Tarchia. Like I say, it does very definitely surprise me, because I don't know, why is the queue time taking so long today? And why are we getting quite a lot of buffering? Shouldn't be. We're just gonna have lots of technical problems today. I hope not. Everything's okay on my end. Oh, Warthunder, crikey. Just want to get into a match. This is ridiculous. It's glitching every second. Yeah, Cooper, I'm not sure what the problem is. I am keeping an eye on things. I'm not getting any problems from my OBS, so whatever it is must be possibly connection related. And everything looks okay. Might just have been a minor problem. God, why is it taking so long today? Yesterday, I was in games quick as anything. Today, it's proving to be slow. Oh, there we go, at last. But yeah, as I was saying, Prehistoric Planet 2. They haven't shown very much off yet. They have already told us that it's going to be set at exactly the same time, which is 66 million years ago. And I'm not sure I really like that. We have already had 66 million years ago. It's what the original Prehistoric Planet started with. So I'm not really a big fan of them doing the exact same thing again, but we'll see how it goes. I'm going to just turn that down a bit. I left the stream before early Cretaceous. Did you add a raptor? I think we had Deinonychus in the Acro episode. I think we did agree on having that. Right, who are we going to source out? Let's die it down on him. Or mug that up. I am still very much still waking up, so I am a bit slow on the old reactions today. Damn it, get out the way. Oh, that's not good. Oh, they were determined to kill me. The enemy is everyone in red, Cooper. It doesn't really matter who they are. Everyone in red is the bad guy. Great. Yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna have to wake up and get my Warthunder mind back in. What's going on? It doesn't help that I haven't played air battles in quite some time. I am mostly a tank battles sort of person, so This is not my usual forte. Oh, I missed him. He's trying to get me. Okay. That was bad. Hello, Sassy. How are you doing today? That's him dead. P36 down there. Yeah, I'm doing okay. I didn't sleep particularly well, but we're getting there. Ooh, that was nasty. A friend told me you added a mother aggro. You could had it bring home prey item and break its legs for the chicks to eat. We actually had a family of acros. We had male, female, and chicks. I was quite surprised by just how much people got into our little thought experiment. I honestly didn't expect that many people to be interested. So it was nice to see. I've got to go, I'm in score, join back. Righto, Sassy. Hope to see you later on. Me and Dane will probably be here when you're around later. Doing our group stream. Lost World flashbacks, for sure. I don't think Lost World is as good as the original Jurassic Park. I've always maintained that the original is better than Lost World. I know there are some very peculiar people that say it's better, but I think they're just... I just think they're Ian Malcolm lovers. I was never a particular fan of Ian Malcolm as a character. I mean, he was interesting, but in the original Jurassic Park, even I had to admit he was a bit of a douche sometimes. Oh, this doesn't look good. I certainly don't. I don't think his addition to Jurassic World Dominion was very good. In Dominion, he was kind of... I felt like he was kind of playing a parody of himself as opposed to actually playing Ian Malcolm. Which I really didn't like. I reckon I'm too low to the ground. Nope. I'm fine. Very... Oh dear. Okay, you've just hit a mountain. There we go. That's him down. Oh. This plane does have an annoying tendency to handle very badly. Whoa. Geeky Zoologist did a rewrite of Dominion and removed him. I was going to do a rewrite of Dominion at some point myself, but I just couldn't... Like, getting them to Biosyn itself, I found very difficult in attempting to rewrite. Whoa. Where did that A36 come from? He's killed us. That could be another live stream. It could. Because I really hated Dominion. Like, uncategorically, I really, really dislike it. And for people like Swerve, who went and watched it like 12 times, how? I could barely sit through that thing twice. Once in the cinema, and then once with my friend, just to prove how awful it really was. Because he didn't believe me. That was painful enough. I still do not understand the concept of making a Dinosaurs in the Wild film, but focusing most of your runtime on this bug problem. I still don't understand the logic in doing that. I felt no pain, just get pesticide. Yeah, I mean... It felt very peculiar because they spent 2 films desperately getting the dinosaurs off the islands, and then in the movie where we're supposed to spend most of our time with dinosaurs off the island, they kind of don't want to deal with it. Like, if you remove the dinosaurs from Jurassic World Dominion, the film is basically entirely the same. They find the giant bugs, get told about the giant bugs, go to Biosyn, discover the giant bugs, get the evidence that the Biosyn are responsible for the giant bugs. He sets fire to the giant bugs, causing a massive forest fire which traps them until they escape. And then Biosyn are discovered to have engineered the giant bugs. If you remove the dinosaurs from the Dominion, the film is identical. Well, the thing is, the dinosaur fight scenes don't really add anything to the actual plot of the movie. The dinosaur fight scenes are primarily just there as a way of chasing our main cast from one place to another. So if you remove the dinosaurs and remove the dinosaur fight scenes, the cast just get to places without the terror. For example, if the Quetzalcoatlus hadn't attacked the aircraft would have just reached Biosyn. And without the Quets, Biosyn wouldn't have been able to destroy the aircraft in the first place. So they just would have reached Biosyn and done what they had to do. Without the Pyroraptor, they would have just... Well, they wouldn't have crashed because the Quets wouldn't have knocked them down, so there would be no need to have a strange dinosaur on the top of the dam to chase them into a lift. There are just so many elements of Jurassic World Dominion that don't make any sense. Just say Kayla Watts was there because of Dino, so they wouldn't meet her and get the bias in. Well, okay, maybe in respect to the B plot with Kayla Watts, she wouldn't be there. She would have just been a pilot for hire. So instead of transporting dinosaurs, she'd just be transporting people instead. Again, it doesn't make her an interesting character. It just makes her more normal. Or illegally stolen animals, yeah. Or a locust black market, ugh. I mean, I never understood Biosin's plan either, because it's a really, if you think about it logically, it's a really silly plan as well. Their idea is that they want to control the world's food supply, and to control the world's food supply, they're going to destroy all the other food in the world that's not grown with Biosin seed. So that everyone has to buy Biosin's seeds to grow them. That's basically the plot. Right there. But why is Biosin trying to do that? Because Biosin already seem to be extraordinarily wealthy. They have the only dinosaurs in existence are in their little compound. So why are they trying to secure the world's food supply? They're already wealthy. Clearly they're wealthy. They can build that enormous Biosin compound, and they have all the world's dinosaurs. They're the only ones with access to those dinosaurs. So why the food control plot? And then on top of that, it's kind of pretty obvious that they're the people that are responsible for the problem in the first place, because the giant locusts only eat non-Biosin stuff. It's kind of really obvious to anyone looking at it that Biosin are the people responsible. And all Biosin's plan is going to do is it's going to bring down every other country onto their heads. Because it's so obvious that it's them. So they're just going to... Oh, where did that guy come from? He absolutely ripped me a new one. Alright, alright, alright. That we know of, there could be some dino capturing illegal company out. Okay, true, there could be some dino capturing illegal something out there. But the fact is, Biosin doesn't seem to need to do this because they're already successful. They're already wealthy. They're already rich. They already have the dinosaurs. They're already leading genetics, whatevers. So why are they literally bringing down the rest of the world on their heads? Attacking the food supply of every other nation on the planet is an act of war. Righto, Cooper. Dude, leave me alone. This guy really is just attacking me, it seems. He's just twice he's killed me. This will not do. Yeah, he's their lead pilot. Definitely will not do. Hello, Cooper. Ah. Seem to be attracting a lot of attention again. Not doing too well in this match. Yes, the plot is pretty pointless. Yeah, I mean... And if you ignore the terrible plot, all you have is just a simplistic movie about people running away from dinosaurs. Replace it with DX. DX. I just think they should have gone more post-apocalyptic with it. They should have just had dinosaurs take over. Because that's what we all wanted to see. I'm not sure anyone really wanted Biosyn to come back. I personally didn't care. What stress word Dominion could have been awesome rewriting post. Yeah. We could have just had genuine threats then, because, you know, humans have lost out to the dinosaurs and the dinosaurs have taken over and everything else. And I guess that's probably what that new 65 thing is going for. I missed him. Oh, and I do not have the turning circle to take him on. Oh, and he's damaged. He's cut off my tail cut loose. He just got rid of my rudders. Hello, Kieran. And doing a barrel roll. Doing a barrel roll will not protect me here. Hello, E-Cats. What do you think about prehistoric Startia? Well, from what little of it we've seen, it looks perfectly acceptable. I'm disappointed that it's yet again exactly the same time period. It was one of my biggest criticisms about the original show, that it was just that time period. And they're doing it again. So that's a disappointment to me. We'll see what the show turns out to be like. Have you watched Top Gun Maverick? I have not. I don't particularly like, what's his name? Tom Cruise. Plus, I'm not a big fan of modern warfare sort of stuff, jet planes and that. I'm a World War II person. Damn. Is Warthunder free to play? It is. Warthunder is totally free to play. In fact, it's, in my opinion, one of the fairer free-to-play games. Makes you feel less... It's not necessarily less grindy, but it is more rewarding, I think. When you do well, you definitely do feel more rewarded than, say, World of Tanks. They killed off Blue. I wish they had killed off Blue in Dominion. I wanted there to be some major character death, and we got absolutely none. Can I play it on Xbox One? I believe you can. It is on consoles. I'm just not sure what specific consoles it's on. You'd have to look. Goodbye. Oh. He was determined. He was extraordinarily determined to kill me. Thank you, Kieran. I don't play Warthunder too often on the channel, but I am trying to play it more. I do have a series where I'm going to be looking at the real history behind some of our most liked vehicles from the game, so that's what I'm focusing on primarily for this. But I tend to play Warthunder every so often, just when I'm in the mood for something a bit more relaxed. I think we've lost this match, but I might be able to get this last kill. Or maybe not. Might be able to get the yak though, he's coming right for me. Apparently not. Oh well. Let's switch to some German aircraft. American aircraft are all very well and good, but they do have a few downsides. Namely, they all use exactly the same gun. Beta was my favourite character in Jurassic World. I mean, I didn't... Oh, right, the baby raptor. Yeah, see that again, like... Oh, she impregnated herself and had a chick all to herself. Okay. Bizarre. And they had to explain that through the whole, oh, well, she has monitor lizard DNA and they can asexually reproduce and this, that, and the other. It's just like... It's like they came up with the explanation of how Blue had a baby without a male before they... Like, they came up with the idea of giving her a baby before coming up with anything to explain it. Have you got tips on making better content, and how do I get more views, because I want to start my own chilled out channel for World War II games? That's a good question, actually. What have I learned from doing YouTube for the last 2 years. Probably the first thing I would say is that don't go into it expecting to be super popular and make tons of money and get millions of subs. Don't hold yourself to a quite high standard, because you will never be that. YouTube is far too populated and far too massive for people to very quickly grow into enormous multi-million channels these days. That's already happened. So don't hold yourself to any really high standards, because you will just be disappointed. The only way to make better content is to spend more time making it, basically. Think about how you're editing the content. Think about what you're showing or what you're wanting to show. Whenever I do a video, I always try to ensure each video is the same or better than the last somehow in terms of the editing. I mean, it's also very dependent on what content you're actually having. If it's just gameplay, then I would argue you show the best bits of your gameplay, or you're showing the whole of a game in order to review it or critique it. I mean, one of the easiest things you can do with any game is to take an aspect and critique it. Like, if I was going to do that with Warthunder, I would go, let's just take the tank combat, for example, and let's critique the tank combat. What's good, what's bad, what needs to be fixed, what could be changed. Very simple video to do that. Did you have a favorite, as in animal from Jurassic World Dominion? Probably not. I didn't like the movie at all. They used the friendly fire symbol for Germany. Oh, the symbol on the back of the aircraft. Don't do too much. Yeah, not doing too much clickbait is a good tactic. Like, clickbaity videos or clickbaity thumbnails, they might work for a short time, but the chances are people will suss you out quite fast, and when that happens, you're just going to annoy people. Useful videos and tutorials are good ideas, because people will often come to YouTube with a question that they want answered. It will be, how do I do this, or can I do that, or how do I improve my abilities here? So tutorials and how-to videos are very good ideas for content. Hello, TurboSoul. I am not going in the lead. Everyone else can go in the lead. This is a runway capture map. So we're going to have to... How to make the Jurassic World Dominion Locust storyline work. There is no way to make it work. Have you heard of Shringosaurus? I have not, Cooper. Okay, who are we going for? Who are we going for? Who are we going for? We're going after the Sterling. Oh, the Sterling's being destroyed already. Ah! Stop taking my kills. Damn. Nothing I could do about that. We went for each other. Just make it another movie and change Owen to Bowen Grady. I did not like Owen Grady as a character in any of the Jurassic World films. I'll be honest, I'm not a massive fan of Chris Pratt. Like, because every character he plays just is exactly the same. He's just Chris Pratt in every film. He's just the funny man, and I don't see the point. Like, all of the scenes with Chris Pratt and Claire Dearing in Jurassic World were so cringy. Like, I really don't care about their on-off relationship. Ooh. Ooh. Righto, Turbo Saw. Yeah, like Mario. Like, why is he in Mario? He doesn't even sound right for Mario. I mean, I'm probably going to see it when it comes out because I'm a big fan of Bowser, but... Mamma mia, I missed him. Not Italian, not a plumber. Really? I cannot hear anything today. Careful, e-cats. That's a little bit more like it. Pull up. Ooh. That could have been unfortunate. Jurassic World Australia. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that the next DLC for JWE2 is not just more film content. I want to see something different and original. Somehow I doubt it, but we'll see. Oh dear, we are doing not very well. Another kill assist. Ooh. Whoops. I think is novel DLC plus Manticore. Like, I'll be very disappointed if it's just stuff from Camp Cretaceous, because I'm not sure a majority of the fan base really likes Camp Cretaceous. I don't watch it. I know that Evo stopped watching it. It's just a bit too cartoony and a bit too child aimed for me to really like it. I just want Nothosaurus. Yeah, but until they actually change how the water system works, which they won't, because that would be a lot of work, it's never going to be... it's never going to be sort of, you know, the half-aquatic Nothosaur that people want. And alive. Oh, damn. Oh dear. They collided with one another. They should have had a mega DLC when Season 5 was out. Oh, don't be... That's ridiculous. What, one shot? Nah. That's just not on. Go the lazy path and make it full terrestrial better than nothing. Well, that's probably what they'll do. Because Frontier can be awfully lazy. That's why so many of our animals have copy-paste animations. I'm doing very badly in this match. Ooh. If they dare steal my... I kills... Come on! I was the one that put him on fire. Crikey. Every time I line up on a target, my team kills him first. I just can't get a shot in. I think they should have put Evolution Square as a manager of JWE2. Well, we would have gotten a better game, that's for sure. Oh, I got the kill for that one, thank you. To be fair, they did a good job with Planet Zoo semi-aquatics. Yeah, they did, which makes it even more surprising that JWE2 was so bad in that department. Why did they remove Spinoraptor? Well, they didn't remove it, they just haven't brought it back. Which is a surprise. I'm surprised we haven't had a hybrid DLC or anything yet. The Ankylodocus was fine as long as they actually made it look... They just needed to make it look better and actually give it some, you know, attacks and unique animations. It would have been fine. Hello, Sassy Stego. Yeah, the original looked ugly. The modded version that somebody made was really nice. Actually looked like a proper ankylosaur with their really big armored back and stuff. It's probably made of cardboard. Harsh. Poor old Ankylodocus. It didn't choose to exist. it just does. I'm a bit tired of planes. I'm going to do some tanks. Do I dare do a realistic battle? Okay, let's do a realistic battle and see how it goes. Hello, Evo. Relaxed combat sounds like a paradox. Probably more relaxed than the Isle is in some cases. T2061. Have you decided which dinosaur you're gonna grow? I'm probably gonna go with a Giga or a Rex, something that's gonna take time, because obviously I want it to be I don't want it to grow up too fast, because that would remove the point of the show of the stream. Come along, you're faster than this vehicle. Pole. I might do a poll before the stream starts. That might be a good idea. What if you keep dying? Well, if I keep dying, I keep dying. I mean, everybody knows that the Isle can be cruel, let's say. Dude, I'm sorry if I'm holding you up. I'm just that slow. Certainly not relaxed, no. By the way, Walking with Dinosaurs Season 3 next year. I don't know. I think, Bye-bye, Evo. I think we did Season 2 fine. I don't think we need to do another thought experiment. Hello again, Sassy Sticker. Are you having problems there? You keep popping in and out. Oh my lord. I definitely need to unlock the better engine for this thing. It is struggling. Jurassic Fight Club 2, the thing we all need. Oh god, no. No. From what I've heard, that show is pretty much as bad as the Stephen Fry thing. See anyone? Where are they all? This is one of the reasons I don't like realistic mode, because you can't see anyone half the time. Clipped him. Wow. One shot. Ah, going to be like that, is it? I'm not a big fan of this particular game mode. I prefer arcade. I thought I'd give it a try, but already seeing the things I don't like. And there is a Nano Tyrannus versus Rex episode. That's a weird fight. Nano Tyrannus is always going to lose. Has anyone noticed that the Stegoceratops looks like a Nasutoceratops? Yeah, it has the head of a Nasutoceratops. At least in the concept art. Jurassic World Evolution 2's Stegoceratops just has a really mutated Triceratops head. I do miss the Stegoceratops. It grew on me. It's one of the hybrids I don't mind as much, because I can imagine it being considerably dumb. Where the hell did that come from? Nah, by some guy hiding between two houses. Yep, that's already told me I don't want to play realistic today. I'm going to put it back to arcade. If I could swap Indominindo for Spinoraptor and Stegoceratops. I don't know. The Indo-Rex has kind of grown on me as an animal. Not necessarily. I don't necessarily think it's a good. It was a good fit for the movie, but it has grown on me as a species, as just a generic dinosaur. Like, if you ignore the fact it's a hybrid and just have it as a generic dinosaur, then yeah, it's kind of grown on me. The Indoraptor definitely not. Sorry, I am just catching up on some correspondences at the same time. This is like a super relaxed stream. I'm not really playing with purpose. I'm just doing what I normally do on Warthunder, which is just lightly gaming. No, no, I switched you. I switched you to arcade. Oh, okay. I would prefer no hybrids. What is my least favorite game I own? That's an interesting question. My least favorite. I'm not really sure about that one, Sassy, because I'm very particular about what I do buy. I don't buy loads of games. I tend to only buy the ones I'm very interested in, and I will tend to do a lot of research and stuff before I even get them. So it's very unusual for me to actually come across a game I don't like, or to buy a game and it turns out I don't like it. Ooh, I am racking my brains. I am thinking. There's just no enemies here. Oh, he's dead. Damn. Yeah, he's definitely dead. Give this man a novel or an Oscar. Does anyone actually care about Oscars anymore? Hello, Whistling Death. Like, are the Oscars a really big thing now still these days, or is it just a bunch of fake awards for fake people? I've never really put much stock in, like, what the Oscars say are good movies. What the devil? I really don't like realistic mode. I'm alright, Whistling Death, more or less. Behind you. No, he was on my team. Anyone in blue is on my team. E3 is more real. Yes, Oscars are so rigged. Like, I know there was a big sort of hoo-ha about needing more diversity in the Oscars and stuff. I was killed by the guy over the valley miles away. Keep an eye out for the kill cam. It does show you who has killed me and where they are on the map. I saw you. You're gonna come out there. Okay, 1 kill. It's better than nothing. It's not my... God, I saw him fire as well. See, this is why I don't like realistic mode, because realistic mode just appeals to the people who want to sit in a sniping position. Just being snipers all game. That's all people in realistic do. They just sit in sniping positions in tiny little cracks and crevices, just being snipers. And I don't like that. It's the worst aspect of Call of Duty games, is just dealing with people who just want to sit in one place being a sniper. As Cooper said, what about a Jurassic World Dominion rewrite stream? I'll certainly consider it, because I could get your guys' help in trying to figure out how to get over the writer's block that I have over my rewrite that I've already started. Remove the locusts, return to dinosaurs. Well, it's not like Dominion didn't have lots of dinosaurs. It just badly used the dinosaurs that it did have. We could have had the locust, but not as the main aspect. No, I agree with what people are saying. Just remove the locusts entirely. There's no reason to have the locusts in the plot. They don't do anything for the movie. The movie should be about the difficulties of dealing with the dinosaurs now they've escaped. It should be about all of the problems faced by humanity by the dinosaurs being in the public sphere. That's all the movie should be about. It shouldn't be anything to do with the locust. Already this vehicle feels so much nicer to drive. It shouldn't be anything to do with locusts or bullshit fucking clone children. Ugh, that child is the worst. All she does throughout the whole film is mope and be miserable, angsty teenager. I cannot stand that trope of just angsty teenager child. It's not interesting as a character. It's just, this is what every old person thinks a teenager's like. I was never that angsty as a teenager. Damn, I thought that was going to be more effective than that. I don't wanna... That was risky, that was risky, that was risky. Oh, what? He fires once and kills me in one. Right, okay. That's bollocks. Frankly. Do you need any moderators? At the moment, no, because I don't really get enough people on my streams to need a moderator. Certainly, once streams start getting a bit more busy, I will certainly have to consider it. So, I will make a note to remember your name. Cloning a human is not difficult. It is illegal. But it would be easier to do than cloning a dinosaur, that's true. But it didn't add anything for the plot for me. She's just an angsty teenager. And they come up with such a bullshit method of explaining her existence. You know, they tell us, oh, she's a clone of so-and-so in Fallen Kingdom, and then they go back on that for Dominion and change the story. Why is the reload time so long for this tank? Jesus. No stabilizer either. Oh, don't like it. Jurassic Park was a secret, so they had the liberty. Yeah, I suppose. And yeah, they retconned her, and they did it in the worst way possible to try to, you know, to try to force the clone child and clone child's mum into. Ow. To try to force. I don't believe it. Bloody hell. Oh, don't worry, the skins are modded, so no one else can see the skins. One thing I would say about Warthunder is that its difficulty curve is very steep. The higher up the tech tree you go, the far more steep the difficulty curve gets. Especially with particular nations. The higher tiers of the game certainly do lean more heavily towards fast, small vehicles as opposed to bigger, heavier ones. So nations like Germany really do suffer at higher tiers. Oh, come along. Cannot get good angles from here. Inferior German science, quite possibly. In FK, Franklin or Marlin stabs Wu. How does he survive? Does he? Does Dr. Wu get stabbed? I don't remember that. What? Wow, okay. Whatever. Yeah, with that syringe thing. Oh, it's just sedative. Sedative isn't dangerous unless it's in a very, very, very high quantity. Hello, cannon fodder. I'll do one more match as the USA tree and then I'm switching to a different nation. I think he just grabbed the first one. He said, yeah, like sedatives, if it's, as long as it's not in like a massive, massive, massive dose, which it probably wouldn't be because that would be dangerous for the animals, then Dr. Wu would be fine. I don't like in Dominion that Dr. Wu is basically the hero of the story. Like, he's the one that's allowed to have a good ending. Or he has the better good ending, as it were. Like, they made him evil. And then in Dominion, they tried to make us like him again. No, Dr. Wu, just no. In the live stream, have him killed off. I would have either killed him off or killed Ian Malcolm off. I really wanted there to be a main character death. And Dr. Wu would certainly qualify. I mean, he's been the bad guy essentially for ages. Why not kill him off? Dude, why? What are you doing? I saw you, T92. Where are you? There you go. Goodbye, Tiger. This is a bit more like it. Plot reasons, exactly. Hey, dude, I think we need to be careful over there, maybe? Okay. Nobody over there or there. Let's flank around. The entire movie is plot reasons. It pretty much is, yeah. There are lots of flaws with the movie that just could be abbreviated to because plot. Oh, I love the sound that 90mm makes. That crack is so satisfying. What time is the latest stream? So the latest stream with me and Dane is at starting at 9? Is it starting at 9? Someone double check. I think I posted it on the community tab. It's either 7 or 8 or 9, something along those lines. And that's going to be me and Dane together, and we're going to be playing a tabletop D&D style sort of RPG game called For the King. Ah, mother... What's he doing? He's backing himself into a corner. He's trying to goad me into coming after him. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not gonna give you an easy kill, T10 or T44 100. Righto, Sassy Stego. Well, like I said, we're not expecting people to turn up for all of every single stream. You know, people can drop in and out. Not to mention, we'll keep all the streams on the channel, so people can watch them after the fact as well. Sonia Santos, the mysterious lady in white. I wanted to learn so much more about her because I was more interested in her character than I was pretty much any of the others. I wanted to know where she got the Atrociraptors from and how she had trained them, and there were so many questions I had about her. Such a good name as well. Sonia Santos. She reminded me of like a James Bond villain. Oh. Because big dino and big evil carnivore. Yeah. I didn't like the use of another, random big carnivore dinosaur, because we have to have a random big carnivore dinosaur. Bring back the Spinosaurus. Ooh. Ow. Well, that's my turret crew turn to jam. Where did he even put the shot through? I can't see. Oh, he... Right underneath the gun. Ow. I love the way we casually discuss while people are getting destroyed by Fletch. This is the best way to play this game. Casually discuss dinosaurs while playing with tanks. I would have been a lot happier to see the Spinosaurus come back in Dominion than have the Giga. Spinosaurus was more interesting. And I still, to this day, I do prescribe to the idea that the Spinosaurus is a hybrid. I just think there's lots of evidence that, it makes sense to me to make it a hybrid. Well, thank you, Sassy Stego. We certainly appreciate the support. Well, it's a unnatural hybrid. My headcanon is that Cabot is canon and he cloned them for Sonya. Interesting. Ooh, where was the IS-2? Really? He popped out to finally shoot me. Mock exams. GCSEs, A-levels, university things? What mock exams? GCSEs. Oh, well, good luck. It's been many a year since I've done GCSEs, that's for sure. But as a teacher, I know just how difficult it can be. You have all of my sympathy. How are we losing? On top of the leaderboards, and we are losing. That's so frustrating to me that the first time I have a decent match and we lose. Ugh. You're a teacher. Yeah, I'm a trained history teacher. I don't have a teaching job yet, but I am a history teacher, secondary level trained. And during my teacher training course, I had the joy of working with other teacher training students working in things like maths and geography and English and such. So I have quite a bit of knowledge and understanding about just how difficult GCSEs are nowadays. I love history. It's one of my options I take. Nice. I support anyone who likes history. To not enough people appreciate history. I have a degree in it, so I think it's pretty clear that I like history. Yep. But I'm going for paleontology instead. My previous housemate Vice was a paleontologist. He did paleontology at university, and he said it's the worst thing he ever did. I mean, fair. Do you think the Site B could have ever not been destroyed? That's an interesting question. I mean, the novel states that Site B was always going to fail because the dinosaurs were all suffering from a disease. I mean, I think what's important to, if we're going to try to have a realistic situation, a group of animals enclosed on a singular island, the chances of long-term survival is rare. Something that pretty much every island species has going for it is that all of the animals on those islands tend to be fairly small in size. They're not massive sauropods and super apex predators. So the chances of Site B managing to become a balanced ecosystem, I don't think so. There are too many apex predators, too many carnivores, too many big herbivores that would be competing for food. And I think that's the case for the novel and the movie. Like, think about how much vegetation that... Hello, Finley. That a fully grown sauropod would need to eat. That's a humongous amount of vegetation every day. And... yeah. I can imagine Site B becoming an ecological dead zone because of the dinosaurs. Damn, missed. Oh, he actually got me. Oh, it was you. I'm glad I found out that you're British because I don't see enough funny British YouTubers. Well, I'm glad you think I'm funny. I know there's quite a few people who would disagree. Baited him into rolling out. This particular tank has 2 guns in the turret, a 37 and a 75. And I don't think that Russian BT5 player knew that I had 2 guns. So he thought I had fired and was reloading. Silly boy! Ow. Where did that come from? How is... Did he hit me through the building? He did. Okay, drop artillery. Drop artillery. How is he managing to... His little light tank is being very frustrating. Yeah, the stream's going okay, Dane. How's work going? Do you think that the people in the Lost World, Thorn Levine, told the world about Site B? Difficult to say. Site B was never going to stay a secret forever, no matter how much you tried. It was always going to end up being revealed to the world. It was just a matter of how long that took to happen. Oh, it's slow. That's the worst when you have a slow day. Oh no! God, I am being pummeled today. It's like the eco dead zone. It's a perfect extinction experiment. That's a really dark way of... We're doing an experiment on extinction. We're just going to put all these animals on an island and wait for them all to die. I am honestly surprised this tank is still in one piece. Half the crew are dead, the engine's damaged, the front guns are destroyed, but it still works. Oh, there we go. We're dead now. There we go. Yep. It's about time. Yeah, true. I was taking quite a lot of shots there, wasn't I? What about Nublar? Well, Nublar and... I think Nublar and Site B, they have exactly the same problems in that it's an island. And an ecosystem on an island is a very precisely balanced thing. You can't just... You little swine. That is just not on. Cheeky devils. Ammunition, ammunition, ammunition. Oh, that was terrible. Oh, I killed the tree. It's alright, the tree deserved it. I should put that on a t-shirt if we ever do merchandise. I killed a tree, but it's okay. The tree deserved it. There is another aircraft around here. Like, would post 1993 but before Jurassic World be stable? Don't know. You have to remember that Jurassic World had far too many animals on the island that to make it sustainable. That anti-air is as safe as a pit bull near a kid. Ooh, it's not the dog, it's the owner. Any dog can kill if you don't train it and if you don't respect it. My old Labrador bit me on the face after I did something stupid. And I deserved it. It wasn't his fault. I deserved to give in. No, I tried to steal his what he was playing with at the time, and got too close to him and squared off, and yeah, he bit me. I deserved it. It wasn't his fault. Every single animal can be deadly in the right circumstances. You just have to respect them. Your gunman is very protected. Well, this was a very different time for prototype vehicles. Yeah, see, that's the big problem about Isla Nublar or Isla Sorna being a stable ecosystem, is that a majority of the animals are carnivorous. And you can't have lots and lots of carnivores in an enclosed space and expect it to be a stable ecosystem. It was never meant to be a reserve. Exactly. And even modern day wildlife reserves have to be very carefully managed and very carefully preserved to prevent a complete collapse of the you know, the way that it works. You've got to be careful when dealing with anything like that. Fun fact, did you know that fish actually have teeth? There are quite a lot of fish that have teeth. Agreed. If managing to thrive is a bit of a stretch. Yeah, exactly. Like, I honestly don't think it's gonna thrive. It might exist for a time, but thrive is unlikely. If someone wanted a perfect sauna, what would they have to do? Okay, well, the first step to a perfect Isla sauna is that they would have to accept that the island is not going to be able to have a lot of species on it. You're going to have a few species, and you're going to have them be relatively small so that they don't overeat the island or overeat each other. Everyone, I need to know if you think Jaffa cakes are a cake or a biscuit. I believe this has been legally decided, Sassy, that a Jaffa cake is in actual fact a... Isn't it a cake because it goes rock solid when it goes stale? as opposed to a biscuit which goes soft. Isn't that what the legal situation is about it? Put them on another planet. Yeah, I mean, if you want dinosaurs to survive and be successful, just stick them all on one planet. Give them a planet of their own and they'll be fine. Jurassic World, but really a world. I mean, don't give them really mental ideas. The thing's bad enough. Gotcha. Ouch. Didn't see you. How did that bounce off his... That should not have bounced. There's absolutely no way that was a bounce shot. I was ripped off there. Jurassic Galaxy. Yeah, but then you've got a problem like the Mario franchise has got, where it's like, they've gone to a world and they've got a galaxy now. You can't have a second galaxy. How is this thing still alive? How are you still alive? You've got one crew. You should be dead. I don't believe this. Oh my god. They're in the spawn. Have a universe and a multiverse. Oh, I think we'll leave multiverse to superhero movies, shall we? Oh, spawn camper. That's it, I'm out the match because of a spawn camper. Gotta love spawn camping. Jurassic Wars, the Raptor Clone War. Begun, the Raptor Clone War has. Revenge of the Troodons. Oh, I don't know. Revenge of the. I don't know. I'd probably go with Revenge of the Suko Mimus or something. It annoys me when people spawn camp. It's like they're just bad. You can't go and kill someone who hasn't just spawned. Exactly. Spawn camping is the lowest discourse of people. It's not helped by the fact that the whole team was over on the other side of the map. I still don't understand why Warthunder does not equally share out people spawning in between both spawn zones? Well, whatever. Do you think that in real life Camp Cretaceous could have survived for 6 months? No. Absolutely not. I'm a teacher. I have taught children from the age of, 11, 12 to 16, 17. And I can tell you that none of them would survive. Not a single one of them would know how to work in a survival situation like that. It's just not possible. So a bunch of children surviving on a dinosaur-infested island, not a hope in hell. They wouldn't be surviving out of intelligence, they would be surviving out of sheer dumb luck. Now, whether or not adults could survive on that island, that's even more... I don't know. I honestly think adults probably wouldn't survive on it either. I don't think, whether it's you're a group of kids or a group of adults, surviving on a dinosaur-infested island, which has a high proportion of predator species, is going to be difficult. I mean, you only need to play the Isle or Subnautica. I think Subnautica is a perfect example of how difficult it would be to survive in an enclosed area with so many predator species. Mother... Getting in the way. Come along. He's dead. Oh, that was a bad shot. He's dead. This thing is very difficult to use. It is, however, one of my personal all-time favourite sort of vehicles. Half-tracks, I think, are such a cool idea. Running. Running. I cannot see him. Oh, I don't think the dinosaurs survive it either. Barriers would kill them in one of their... That's a very big number. Encounters. Or the monos in the elevator scene. I don't think they survive it. Who's a protagonist? See, that's something I would say the new Jurassic World stuff has. That's a problem. Is that there's no... The dinosaurs are the protagonists as opposed to the people. Would someone shoot this guy? Why is no one shooting this guy? Die. The last innocent character murder was criticised heavily. Was it criticised because they killed off a character that was liked, or because they were a kid, or because they were just innocent? I reckon I'd survive until the last day and then die from tripping over my shoelace and getting eaten by a pack of Monolophosaurus. That's a mood, Sassy Stego. That's definitely a mood. I probably would die in a similar situation. Actually, Dane would, and Dane is not here, so I can say this without getting slapped. Dane is terrible at tying his shoelaces. Whenever we go out, his shoelaces will inevitably come undone. And it's a running joke between me and him. So if anyone's going to trip over and get eaten, it's going to be Dane. Your tank looks like one of those World War II Italian tank planes. Well, these are early World War II tanks. So, you know, they're not the nicest looking. Tanks certainly got better looking as time went on. It's just the damn shoelaces. They come undone for no reason. Like, they're trying to make me remember why they're there. Yeah, I mean, probably for safety's sake, you probably wouldn't have put shoelaces on. You'd probably either go barefoot or find something like plimsolls to wear. I mean, given how many like shopping areas there were on Jurassic World, you could probably get yourself kitted up to survive fairly well if you knew what you were doing. And that's the problem. I don't honestly think a group of kids know what they're doing for survival. They would eat a bunch of chocolate and all the sweets because they knew that they could, as opposed to thinking about rationing or a balanced diet or getting the right sort of nutrition. They wouldn't know the first thing about looking for fresh water. This guy's just going ham. Oh dear. Ow. BT5 just killed my turret group. They go on Main Street in Camp Cretaceous. Wouldn't the compies get the chocolate? Oh, maybe. I mean, that's a good point. Like, how scavenging would the dinosaurs be? Would dinosaurs develop a taste for chocolate? That's an interesting question. Ah. Don't know. What do you think, Chad? Do you think dinosaurs would like chocolate? If the kids in my class would do Camp Cretaceous in real life, they'd probably end up going towards a Scorpius or some other dangerous carnivore thinking they could tame it. Yeah, quite possibly. Damn. They would try at least. Your class are all ARC players. I'm not a massive fan of Ark Survival Evolved. Like, I've played it a number of times, and each time it's failed to kind of hook me in. Dear. How come the first one went through, but the second one and third one didn't? I'm going to use this dead body as armor. Leave me alone, aircraft. I did nothing to you. Undamaged. Oh. Was that artillery? It was. Oh, right on the top of the tank. Yep, that's gonna kill me. Kenji, because he would try to cuddle with a dial or something like that. I hear a lot about this Kenji person. Is he really as bad as as everyone makes out? Everyone just kind of is always anti-Kenji. Cooper, yes. Sorry, Cooper. There is about a 10 to 15 second stream delay. So do bear with me. You also have to remember that Warthunder is quite you have to be concentrating quite a bit. So, and I have never watched Camp Cretaceous, so you telling me stuff personally about like characters as if I have never seen an episode, so I don't know anything about it apart from I've heard a lot of people don't like Kenji, and I don't know why. Brooklyn is also kind of brain dead. Attention heavy game. Thank you, Dane. Are your shoelaces still done up? He's gonna kill me when he gets home, but that's alright. Oh, Dane, if you are still here and listening, you want to grab something for dessert tonight? Because I realise we are short on dessert things. Use a hazmat. I grabbed dessert. Did you? What did you grab? Because when I went downstairs looking, I didn't see anything. Oh. Oh, I must have missed that. Okay then. Yeah, the robotic Smilodon are a very questionable choice. This thing's reload is sluggish. Running. Ooh, down there. There we go. Top shelf by the roast chicken joint. Oh, cool. Series 4 and 5 aren't canon. That's how I feel about some of the Star Trek shows. I just don't think they're canon. I just, you know, they're their own little thing in their own little world. They're not part of the actual history. Ah, God, I would target the one that got killed, didn't I? And again. And again. Let me shoot something. There we go. Viennetta is glorious. I mean, it's not exactly posh, but it's like one of my favorite desserts. No! Stuck on a rock. Why aren't you going through? Thank you. I enjoyed it. A good discussion is good for the mind. Although some people have accused me of being too cynical, but... No, I am what my life has made me, and I've been disappointed so many times by stuff. When things are better made, I will be less cynical. Oh, nice, Stego. What are you having for dinner today? We are all cynical to some degree. I think that's true. And I don't think there's anything wrong with a healthy dose of cynicism. I think it is equally as bad to be way too positive about stuff. If you cannot be slightly critical of something, then you're just as bad as somebody who's far too critical of something. And, you know, I struggle sometimes to be positive about stuff. But at the same time, I'm like, well, I can't help it if I think that there are problems with this show that I just can't ignore. Hello, Kieran. And I miss anyone who is willing to support the channel. Yeah, Cooper, that's a very good point about why the Jurassic World story is so silly. A gun is, as you just saw, a gun is more effective than a dinosaur. I mean, it would be a logistical nightmare to have dinosaurs as military weapons. I have another question on tips for being a better content creator. How do I make a good name for the channel? That's very tricky. I would say that your name should be something that kind of it's difficult to make. Your name should be something that sounds right. Like, it should be something that kind of... It's like a product name. No. It should just be something that sounds like the title of a book, say. Something that's going to draw people in. Really? Only 12th? Wow, that was a terrible match. I didn't realize I was doing that badly. But naming is one of the difficult things to do. Me and Dane and Vice, we had a long conversation and lots of different ideas for what to name the channel. Yeah, exactly what Dane says. Just put down just think about a list of possible names and then see which one sounds the best. I used to have one called Goosed Out Gaming. See, Goosed Out Gaming sounds good. Just I would put a space in between the Goosed Out and Gaming. Because you can abbreviate that to GOG. So you can have your logo be GOG. Human, go eat those people over there, Raptor. I'll just eat you instead, seeing as you trust me wholeheartedly and have no weapons. Exactly! That's the exact problem with the whole Indominus Raptor weapon idea. So who in chat has played Dungeons and Dragons or played any sort of tabletop RPG before? I'm curious. Do I want bombs for this particular match? No. Obviously, I know you have, Dane. Oh, I love this skin for my aircraft. It's beautiful. I love the way it sounds as well. Although I don't like the fact I'm so far ahead of everybody. Okay, let's dive on these two. Let's go and help out my wingman down here. Righto, Dane. See you in a little bit. Oh. Oh, wow. Ouch. That hurt. Wow. Just one burst of fire and that was that. Remember, chaotic stupid is not an alignment. I think it should be, though. I think they should add that one to the D&D alignment tables. Chaotic stupid. What are you having for dinner? Me and Dane are not decided yet. Probably going to have a look in the freezer and see what's in there. I think we might have some fish. Or possibly chicken, I don't know. Critical hit. Oh, he clipped me. Oh. I think the vehicle is damaged. No, we're still okay. He bounced off my wing. That was very, very lucky. This guy has just killed 2 of my team. How are you alive? Die! They also need lawful, stupid, and chaotic intelligence. What would chaotic intelligence look like? Like a mad scientist? Like, is a mad scientist chaotic intelligence? Like a mad inventor? Evil smart. I've got 104 rounds left before I will need to reload. Damn, out of ammo. 40 seconds to reload. Ugh. If you want to see chaotic intelligence, you can meet my class, but I'm not actually sure about the intelligence part. Ooh. I'm sure there are some smart people in your class. I'm sure they can't all be that bad. I haven't got any damage, and yet I'm smoking. I can't. Then I must have some damage. I think lawful stupid. I think it is possible to be ignorant. I'd call lawful stupid ignorance. You know, you're not deliberately stupid. You're just ignorant of the facts. Oh, where are you going? Oh God, why? He tried to kill me. He tried to kill me. Leave me alone. Where were they? Where are they? Where are they? Ah, they're under me. I may have taken some damage. Ah! Stop trying to kill me. I'm very damaged. I'm not probably gonna. Just leave me alone. I'm upside down. I'm upside down. I'm upside down. That's not good. He's still determined to kill me. He almost rammed into me. Do you guys need a pass case? Sorry, it depends on the school, ECATs. Every school is allowed to do what they like in terms of rules, essentially. So some schools they need a pass, some don't. My schools, we never needed one. We needed permission from the teacher, but that was about it. A person affected by chronic mental disorder with abnormal violent social behavior. What are you accusing that of being the USA? Where do we go? Oh, we're losing. Damn. Again, I feel like this has not been a particularly bad match, so why are we losing? Ugh. Might have something to do with the fact that every single ally is like got 3 people behind him. Goodbye. This thing is such a stable gun platform. I've missed this guy. You need permission from the teacher, which you can only get if you have a pass, and then you need to carry a big yellow card to the... What? That sounds really bizarre. Why are people so interested in hybrids when there's billions of dinosaurs that could be coming? Well, there's not billions of species. That's... I'm not sure on the exact number, but I think it's in the 4 figures. But it's certainly, it's not masses and masses and masses. But your point stands. You know, why make hybrids when you could just clone any number of other actual dinosaurs? Which was my point about, you know, the Indominus Rex. Why have a hybrid when you could just have a Giga or a Spino or... Got killed at the end. What was the class you hated the most? What, in terms of to teach or to learn about? Because I got a different answer for both. How can you pin people to messages? You can't, but if you do the @ symbol and then type in their name, you'll @ them and they'll see it as an orange highlight in the chat. Another fun fact, there are 7.5 sextillion grains of sand in the world. That's an amazing, like, awkward silence fact, Sassy. I love that one. I'll have to remember that. Will you do a Jurassic World Dominion rewrite live stream? I'll certainly consider it. It probably won't be for the next couple of... Well, maybe. I might do it sort of for the next week's Sunday stream, perhaps. If people would want to join in with that. Let's do Spitfire Mark 4-5. For me, it's technology, but I think it's just the teacher. Yeah, see, a really important part of teaching is that the teacher either makes or breaks the lesson. Like, if you don't like a subject, it's probably because your teacher hasn't made the subject very fun. A Jurassic World Dominion rewrite stream is a waste of time in my opinion, because I'd be rewriting it all, it's that bad. Well, that's what I started doing. I started rewriting the entire thing from the very start. Like, the very first scene, in fact, I have completely changed. The very first scene where you have the Mosasaur attack the fishing ship, I've altered it slightly that the Mosasaur drags the boat under, and then you see that it's a Mosasaur family, so there's like a mother and several young Mosasaurs, and we watch them basically pick off the crew, like eat the crew. So the very first scene of my rewrite is entirely different. Here are some cut dinosaurs from Dominion: Deinonychus, Allosaurus, Mamenchisaurus, Microraptor, Ornithochirus, Pachycephalosaurus, Pachyrhinosaurus, Spinosaurus, Carnotaurus, Toro, Suchomimus. That's a lot of cut species, and the film already feels like it has too many dinosaurs in it. Like, it really does. I think that's one of the biggest issues with Dominion for me. Too many prehistoric animals in it. Here is a quote from Joe Johnson: "Where there is going to be a Jurassic Park 4, it breaks away from the first three. It's essentially the beginning of the second Jurassic Park trilogy." No worries, E-Cats. I kind of got the gist of what you were trying to say. My Dane's autocorrect on his phone autocorrected my name Fletcher to Flushing the other day, as in like flushing a toilet. I was kind of insulted. What's this PPJ doing? Which one do I go after? Ah! You swine. Killed my pilot. God damn. Cannot get a break in that wyvern. It was taken to Biodome Land. We have some biodomes in the UK, actually. It's called the Eden Project. Quite an impressive thing. Shame that the only thing we're known for now is Brexit. Honestly, I couldn't believe it when we voted to leave the EU. I was just like, what the hell? It was basically suicide. A group of mostly old people in this country decided that it would be better to be poor than to have a good trade network with Europe. And just look, what the hell? This is not 1945 again. Ugh. Dead. When the stream starts to get a bit more crowded out, I'll falsely help moderate. Well, Sassy, like I say, once the streams get a little bit busier, which I don't think is going to be for a long, long time, but when they do get busier, I will definitely remember your assistance. I mean, we do already have, obviously, Dane as moderator and my friend Nerd Guy, who is also moderator, and we have Lima as well, but Lima doesn't often come to streams. Why did Biosyn make Biosyn Valley? You said the islands were eco-dead zones thanks to predators. No. What I said was that the islands were always going to fail. It was just going to be a matter of time. By the way, in October, isn't it going to be a vote for Scottish independence? I wasn't aware that there'd been permitted another one. From what I was aware, the British government had said that Scotland wasn't allowed another vote on it. So I don't know. Personally, I wouldn't blame Scotland going independent, and if they did, I might even consider moving there, frankly. Screw the Great Britain. I'd rather live in Scotland where, you know, the students get free university and where they actually realise that the EU is kind of important to trade. Oh, I got someone on my tail, but he's been killed. That's good. So why did they put all dinosaurs in one place? Well, because they needed to for the movie to work. Kill me, you're Russian. Hello, Spiny Gamer. Wales could make it into the Union Jack. Have no barriers to stop them being bored and leaving. What, people in Scotland or dinosaurs? Yesterday's stream was funny and great. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Spiny. I was honestly surprised at how many people actually decided to tune in. I honestly didn't think I would get that many because, you know, it's not a gaming stream. It's not something outrightly as interesting as gameplay or building a dinosaur park or something. But yeah, I was really happy that so many people came to take part. And obviously we have more streams going on all of the rest of this week up to my birthday on Sunday, so I hope plenty more people will tune in. Sunday's stream will be special as well because I will be doing a face cam with that particular stream, so you'll get a bit of a face reveal. I might also try and have some of my fossil collection upstairs, just to so I can show guys. Maybe have a mid-stream chat and show off some of my fossil collection. Oh dear, couldn't escape him. I'm sad you didn't add raptors into Gobi Desert. Well, the final episode we decided to do the intercontinental seaway rather than the Gobi Desert, so plus I honestly think raptors get far too much like interest. Like, they're an interesting type of animal species or dinosaur species, but you know, there are more than just raptors. Just because Jurassic Park likes to make a new species of raptor every 20 seconds. Wasn't Cretaceous China discarded? We did discard Cretaceous China. But we had the Jurassic China episode, so, you know, they did get an episode. I think we went with Deinonychus in the end, Cuba. I think we had to, judging on the time. Like, we had to pick one that was at the right time for the others that we were doing. Okay, I mean, we've certainly carved our way through a lot of the enemy. You should make some merch saying, "Kill me, you Russian." Nah, I don't want Putin to drop some inferior Russian equipment through my door, thank you. But stop trying to make me say political things. I'm trying not to be hyper political on my streams. Although I don't think it is political to say that what Russia is doing in the Ukraine is terrible. And I seriously hope that either the Ukraine win the war or they come to, you know, some peace is found, because what's going on at the moment is just terrible. Oh, leave me alone, you guys. I think I've got some damage to the tail. The aircraft doesn't feel as agile anymore. Oh my lord. Did he overshoot? Where's he gone? Someone was behind me. And then I think he... Oh, the I-16. I think he overshot. I think I've got some damage. I've got a water leak. The wings are damaged. The tail is damaged. The rudder is damaged. Just gonna take my anger out on some enemy vehicles. Pull up. Oh dear. That could have been unfortunate. Does anyone remember Jurassic Park Dino Humans? I have seen the concepts for Jurassic Park 3. That was... I'm so glad they didn't do that. See, as inaccurate as the Walking with Dinosaurs Liopleurodon is, I still love it. I think it's really beautifully designed, and I think it's such a powerful creature in the episode. And I mean, it cemented my love of the species. I love Liopleurodon. In fact, for Christmas, someone brought me a T-shirt that says, "I'm just a boy that loves Liopleurodon" on it. I haven't worn that T-shirt yet either, but I did love that T-shirt. It is my favorite walking with dinosaurs reptile. I would probably agree with you there, actually. That it's probably my favorite reptile in general. Walking with dinosaurs was a great idea. Yeah. I mean, obviously, walking with dinosaurs now is out of date by 20 odd years. We can't ignore that. It's like the elephant in the room that it's inaccurate. A lot of the paleontology in it has changed. But in terms of the outright depiction of the animals and the depiction of the world and making it feel like a realistic portrayal of dinosaur behavior, I think they were pretty spot on. It would be very cool if Prehistoric Planet would make merchandise. Oh god, no. We don't want Prehistoric Planet making merchandise, Spiny. Their own. Remember, it's Apple. They'd charge like 250 quid for like a plushy Mononicus. No, we don't want Apple merchandising anything. They they would ruin it. Call me a heretic, but I prefer Walking with Monsters. I think Walking with Monsters is interesting. I think it's possibly the weakest of the Walking Withs, mostly just because of the way they tried to shrink everything into 3 episodes when 6 would have been really good. I don't know, like, they just didn't have the money for the 6, which I think is a real disappointment. I recently watched Battle at Big Rock. What are your thoughts about it? I wish Jurassic World Dominion had been more like that. Random people struggling to handle local dinosaur-related problems. As opposed to, let's go running around Malta, let's go running around a dam, let's go running around the ice, let's go... I wish Dominion had been a bit more suspenseful like Battle at Big Rock and a little bit more, you know, small scale. There's nothing wrong with a 4th wall break or 2, as long as they're well done. Question of the stream for everyone. Who's your favourite Avenger, dead or alive? Oh dear. Oh, Sassy Stego, you've opened up a can of worms. I don't like superhero stuff. And I know that's probably going to get me a load of hate from people. But unfortunately, I just don't enjoy superhero things. Not the answer I was expecting. For me, superhero media is too samey. I find many superheroes kind of bland and uninteresting because they're always kind of the same. And every superhero movie kind of goes exactly the same way. There's no threat, there's no risk. There are 2 superhero movies I think were interesting, and I was really disappointed they didn't do more with them. And that was Civil War, which I thought raised a really good, interesting sociological point. You know, how do you police a world full of superheroes? Really interesting idea. And then they basically devolved it into a bunch of superheroes punching each other for most of the movie. And then the whole sort of Sokovia Accords thing quietly gets mostly forgotten in most of the rest of the stuff. I really wish they'd had a bit more intelligent discussion about it, as opposed to, let's just have Captain America and Iron Man beat each other up. I would have liked a little bit more intelligence to it. And I don't think it's wrong to say that. Yeah, I know. Don't worry, Dane. I believe I had this going on until 6. The other superhero thing I enjoyed was the Thanos one. Endgame, I think it was, wasn't it? Only because, you know, they actually killed off people and they had massive consequences, and I was like, yeah, this is good. This is different. And then they bring them all back. They travel back in time and they bring them all back, and it's like that's the worst thing you could have done. How about you have people stay dead? How about you have the consequences still exist? But no, we have to bring them all back through a really contrived time travel plot. And people say that Star Trek was too bad for its time travel plots and stuff. And it's like, they've done exactly the same thing. Endgame and Infinity had Thanos, right? I was probably talking about Endgame. Ow. Ugh. How is that Cromwell still alive? But yeah, see, so, you know, that's why I don't like superhero stuff, because even when they try to be different and interesting, it usually ends up just devolving to, let's have a punch-up, let's have an excessive action scene, or let's have nothing make any consequence whatsoever. Fletcher, you changed the plan. The things you said was 3 till 7 and then for the King's 9 onwards. You were told me King would be 7 PM onwards. Look, I made a mistake. It happens. Excellent. The way they brought back the people that were snapped wasn't really well executed in my eyes, but everyone can have his own opinion about this. You know, yeah, everyone is entitled to their own opinion, and I'll never say that you're wrong for liking something. Just don't expect me to, you know, I'm entitled to dislike something as much as people are entitled to like something. What dino is the most realistic in behavior or appearance in Jurassic Park? What would I say is the most realistic in depiction? Probably Gallimimus, I would say. Probably the Galley, or maybe the Brachiosaurus. How are you doing in the UK with the polar wave? We haven't had too much of it yet. The temperature's dropped considerably, but we haven't had the snow and stuff that we're expecting. Did that guy just drop bombs near me? He did. See, I have the armor plating right now. I can defend myself. I am well armored, and you folks are not going to... We have -7 degrees at 7 AM in central Spain. Wow, that is damn chilly. I mean, it's 0 degrees here at the moment. But where did that... Oh, you cheeky swine. I definitely prefer the cold to the warm. last year when we hit the 40-degree heat wave in summer, me and Dane were just like, we did nothing for about 3 weeks. We were just too hot. We were overheating all of the time. We got through so much ice. I think at one point we were just wearing towels that we had put in the freezer, and we just had frozen towels on us to cool us down because it was just way too warm. I heard the reason the T-Rex fights a dino in every movie is because they thought the two Rexes cancelled each other out for some reason. Really? 48 degrees in August last year? E-cats, that's outrageous. Like, we were struggling at 40, but 48 is just... Yeah, that's bad, dude. And yet you get people in certain areas of the country, certain areas of the planet, not looking at anyone in particular, who deny that climate change is a thing. You know, we have seen, when I was a kid, considerably younger, summer temperatures were around, in Britain, 25 degrees. If we had an especially hot summer, it got to 28, 29, maybe 30. Nowadays, summer temperatures regularly hit 30, if not go above 30, and last year we hit 40 degrees. Now, how can people deny climate change when we see that happen in just my lifetime, in 32 years? How can you deny it? Oh, nice, Cooper. Whereabouts in Britain are you? Just roughly. I don't want your address or anything, you know, just a rough idea. In your Jurassic World Evolution 3, will you add baby dinosaurs? I don't think baby dinosaurs was a thing. I would have to check the Jurassic World Evolution 3 chart that we were making, but I don't think babies were going to be a thing, no. Banbury. Ah. I have heard of Banbury. Ignorance is the second most common thing in the universe except hydrogen. That's a good saying. He wants your house number plate. No, I don't. No, I just like knowing whereabouts in the world people are. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying whereabouts in the world you are. I mean, I said on stream yesterday I come from Leighton Buzzard. It's a small town north of London. There's nothing wrong with that. If people want to go onto Google Maps and look up Leighton Buzzard, you'll see a small town with a train station, a lot of sand quarries around, and a lot of open green fields. It's not like I'm in a bunker in the middle of Berlin. Saw a picture of baby pteranodons from JP3. The baby pteranodons in JP3 were evil. Just pure evil. I come from Telford. I've heard of Telford as well. Leighton Buzzard is more boring than anywhere else I've lived, so you're probably in a more interesting part of the world than I am. Ooh, what's happening with that tree? I'd like to dress her demeaning, have the Quets take Kayla to its baby's nest and have her eaten or something. I liked Kayla. Like, Kayla was one of the few things I liked from Jurassic World Dominion. That, no, she was an interesting character, and I would have liked more of her and less of Claire Dearing and Clone Child. I really did not care that Claire Dearing wanted to be Clone Child's mum. I just didn't give a damn. After seeing how Claire Dearing treated the dinosaur park, she's the last person I think that should be a mother. I mean, look at the way Claire Dearing treated, was it her nephews? It was appalling. Where are you going? Random little history fact for you. This particular tank, the Matilda II, was known as the Queen of the Desert because it was one of the most effective tanks during the Desert War that the British used. And it's a bit of a brawler. You can just fling it around and just do evil things. Like, I've taken no damage at all from all of that combat. Glorious. Come on, Queenie. We need to delete useless plot characters. We would need to delete useless plot characters from Jurassic World Dominion. The Clone Child is one of them. There does need to be a character murder, but like I say, I would kill off Ian Malcolm or Dr. Wu. Have them die as well as Dodgson. Then the movie has some stakes. Fun fact, they had giant lampreys in JWE. Yeah, see, where did they get those giant lampreys from? I mean, that's King Kong levels of weird. Telford isn't that fun when everyone goes around carrying knives and you've got beef with someone who's killed someone at the age of 13. That does sound pretty horrible. You know, I don't condone the carrying of any weapon, whether you're carrying a knife in Britain or a gun in America. I don't condone any of it. all the arguments that Americans have for gun ownership, nah, none of them make sense to me. In a rewrite, Maisie was also killed. I just probably wouldn't have Maisie in the film at all. I just wouldn't have her in the movie. In fact, that might be a good way of avoiding the writer's block I have. I would just not have her in the film. Well, no, I would, you know, I don't think Owen and Claire have any rights to keep her, to be honest. I think she should just go up for adoption. I mean, how was she getting educated at that cabin in the woods? She wasn't going to school. That is child damage. You have to send your child to school, and if you're not doing that, that's a child protection issue. So if they weren't willing to do that, then you know, she goes up for adoption. Maisie no, clone go yes. Hello Spiny, how was dinner? Oh, that was a nasty shot. As was that one. Goodbye. See, this is the one of the reasons I enjoy Warthunder more than World of Tanks. The realistic damage and the fact that your tanks don't have health, you have to actually destroy them and disable them. None of this rubbish health system that World of Tanks have, where you can be constantly damaged by a pixel prick. Through the tree. This is actually turning into a really enjoyable, satisfying match. Ow. I've finally taken some damage. Oh no. What are your thoughts on Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous? We were discussing this earlier, Jurgen. I'm not a fan. I think if they're going to do another Jurassic Park TV show, it needs to be something more aimed at adult audiences than children. That not kill his crew. Finally a worthy opponent. Murder of an endangered animal, 10 years of prison at least. Yeah, like Claire Deering should be in prison for sure. If not like manslaughter, gross negligence at the very least. I'm being shot from behind. I just don't know where from. Someone is shooting me. Where are you? Over there somewhere. Ah. mean, it was a brave effort, little Stuart, but your tank's gun just does not have the firepower to damage me. In campaign on JWE2, she says she couldn't save the baryonyx in Fallen Kingdom. She bloody killed the thing. She didn't even try to save it. Exactly. Eaten by a pato. Oof. Well, make sure it's not one of those Apatosaurus from a Stephen Fry documentary. You probably wouldn't be able to squish a human being. This has been a very enjoyable match. I've almost run out of ammunition. Okay, Cuba, goodbye. Blue has fought all of the hybrid carnivores in Jurassic World to count Cretaceous and Fallen Kingdom. That's just disappointing. Don't know why everyone goes on about Blue. She's just another raptor. Who cares? She's so anthropomorphized as well. She doesn't even, like, act like a dinosaur. She just acts like a dog. Down to 8 shells. Oop. Yoshi is blue in the new Mario movie. Well, there were other colors of Yoshi. That's always been a thing. I can't imagine that will be the only one. I'm pretty sure there'll be a green one. Just because, you know, they've got to stick to what people want to see. By the way, what do you think about DK's voice? I don't think I've seen the trailer with DK in it, so I can't tell you. For a long time, I wanted to be the final fight in Jurassic World Dominion to be a battle where the Giga gets killed by a Dreadnoughtus to finally show that sauropods aren't walking theropod feeders. That would have been interesting. I mean, they were right there, wasn't it? I prefer Bowser as he is voiced by Jack Black. See, now I don't like Jack Black as an actor, but the depiction of Bowser so far has been pretty spot on. So, while I don't like him as an actor. The depiction of Bowser they've gone for is really good. But that just shows that the people who did the writing on this show actually took their time to do some good writing. We'll do a couple of matches as the Japanese, and then I think what we'll do is we'll break for the intermission, so me and Dane can do, have dinner, and I can rest my voice a little bit, and then in sort of 2.5 hours time, we'll come back with For the King. So I'll go until sort of half past the hour, and then we'll take a break. Why are these... To use this gun, you need to select it as a secondary weapon. What? Yes, I've heard Prehistoric Planet Season 2 is coming out. I'm not... I want to see more information. I want to see the trailers. I want to have more info before I make any opinion of it. I mean, I think it's weird that they would try to argue that all of the dinosaurs in that valley fitted in that one tiny little compound area. Can you imagine how squashed everything would be? Oh, one burst. That was all it was needed. 2. Wow. I suddenly forgot how nice Japanese aircraft were to fly. Okay, these Japanese anti-aircraft belts are awesome. That's just like 4 kills and with barely trying. What on earth? What is in these anti-aircraft belts I'm using? Either that or my my Warthunder eyes are just back in after playing it for the last 3 hours. He escaped. Oh, I'm under attack. Ooh, that was very close. I have a fuel leak. Okay, he's had a critical hit, that's fine. Goodbye. No, leave me alone. Oh, there's another one. Dude, this thing just rips enemy aircraft to shreds, and it's taking... Damn, I was about to say it's taking quite a lot of fire. 7 kills with 1 plane, that's... pretty... I like... What are these air belts using? Armor piercing incendiary, immediate action incendiary, and high explosive fragmentation. Nice. No wonder they're smashing stuff to bits. Dimetro's head was the same as the Rex, but more bulky. Yeah, I didn't like the depiction of the Dimetrodon in Dominion, that I will say. The only thing I liked about Jurassic World Dominion was the Quetzalcoatlus scene. Sad that it's underrated. Sorry to say, but that Quet scene is probably the scene I most dislike about the movie. I think it's one of the worst scenes of the film. Ooh, that was close. Hello, Cooper. Ooh, he's on my tail. Ooh, whoa, where did that come from? These Japanese aircraft just change direction so fast. They're so nice to fly. I need to be flying these Japanese aircraft more. These are nice. Oh, whoops. I clipped him. If the Quet scene wouldn't have been in the shown in the trailers, it would have been jump scared. Yeah, like, oh, I was reading I was reading chat and didn't see him. Whoops. Yeah, I mean, that's another thing I would actually say against the film, is that all the best scenes in the film were spoiled by the trailers. Can you run out of ammo? You can if you play in realistic mode. In arcade mode, you have to reload your guns for a set period of time after you're out of ammo. But in realistic mode, you have to return to the airfield to reload. I just don't like realistic mode for aircraft. It's just very boring because you spend most of it trying to find each other because you don't have radar or anything. So you spend most of the match trying to look for each other, and then even if you find each other, the chances of you scoring a kill are minimal. I just think arcade is faster paced, more fun, more interesting to watch. When it comes to tank-on-tank combat, I'm not sure which one is better. Righto, Sassy. Hopefully see you in a few hours' time. This one is not as agile. There is a mountain there as well, which I don't particularly want to hit. Mission failed. Oh, we were doing so good. That sucks. I really love the Dreadnought scene in Prehistoric Planet, the soundtrack, the battle, and the sounds the Dreadnought has made are insane. I liked the neck thing. I thought that was quite interesting to have the the inflatable balloons going down its neck. Jesus, look at all the awards. Fighting like walruses? I'm not so sure. But the actual design and the balloon thing, I think that was quite fun. This will probably be the last match of Warthunder for today, and then we will take our intermission so I can give my voice a nap. Why did Manticore make the Spinoceratops or the Sino-Spino? Yeah, again, like, why? Fletcher, please help. Humanity is doomed. I'm not trying to save humanity. I just live here. Okay, he just rammed himself into the ground. There's two. Oh, whoops. Someone behind me. Yes. That thing. Die. Next. Thank you, come again. We do not say the N-word around these corners, talking about nano-tyrannus. Damn, why did I lift my wing up like that? Whoops. That was a mistake. What's going on down here? Interesting. No, we don't kamikaze people. We don't get points for that. We have to shoot them down. Goodbye. Seriously, you just point this... You point these 12.7s with anti-aircraft belts at a target and it just dies. sometimes. There you go, cut his wing off. He's down. Dude, this isn't even difficult. Just reload the ammunition. Why did Biosyn put all of the dinosaurs in one place? It's more dangerous. And how did they make the ADS? Who knows? ADS is animal cruelty. I can't imagine it working either. Like pterosaurs like quets, they're probably migratory. They'd need a huge amount of food. They certainly probably wouldn't live happily alongside Pteranodon. They'd probably kill each other. He has the plain version of Bay vs Optimus Prime. I tell you what, it does feel like this thing is overpowered. I would agree that this probably could do with going up a bit in terms of its battle rating. This could probably face slightly more difficult aircraft and would still probably be okay. 2.0 is way too low. Whoa, that was close. Yeah, I can't help it if my allies fly across me when I'm opening fire at things. How many is that now? We're up to 13. 13 kills with not very much trouble at all. Now the avian deterrent system. Is there friendly fire? There is in aircraft. There is not in tanks, unless you play realistic. Have you thought about making a special Evo Dino project? What do you mean? Like doing a collab with Evolution Square? Oh no. Oh, speculative dinosaur evolution. I honestly haven't. I think primarily because you can claim anything is speculative evolution, like you can claim any weird and wonderful reptile that you've made is a speculative dinosaur. Manatee Dinocaris. Since the second season of Prehistoric Planet plays in the Maastrichtian, what dinosaurs do you think will appear in the season? Well, it's exactly the same period as the first season of Prehistoric Planet, so I'll assume T-Rex will be there again. I don't know. See, like, I don't know why they're just doing the same time period again. I think it would just be better if they just picked a new time period. Like, give us the Jurassic, for example. Anyway, it's 6:30 here. So I'm going to end the Warthunder stream here. Don't forget, me and Dane will be back in about 2.5 hours, just so that we can have some dinner and chill before we stream and everything else. We will be back in 2.5 hours to play our D&D sort of tabletop RPG game. I hope to see some of you there, or if not all of you there. Thank you, folks, for coming and joining me and watching me shoot down enemy aircraft. And until later on, stay safe and goodbye.